That deer needs an arrow. Press him down.
Not just a deer, what deer?
Tony.
Tony!
He got Tony.
Can't you beat it? 0 to 60, man.
Whoa, what can you say about that? An absolute dream buck.
He's done right there, baby. Let's go.
He's down right there. Dude, I'm freaking did it. Oh, man.
Insane night. Season on, game on.
Well, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Midwest Whitetail. It is October 7th today. We're in the middle of this cold front, cool front, early October in the Midwest. The action's been great. Mr. Owen caught up with that Genesis buck last night. We're super excited to bring you guys that hunt. I'm about to head out after Apollo on the Mount Olympus farm. We had a great hunt last night, saw a great 3-year-old 10-point working scrapes, and it's just, it's awesome to see that behavior at this time, and it shows the magic of these cold fronts in October. Youth season officially ended on Sunday. For those of you that follow socials, you saw that my little boy Tate had luck on the Tony buck on the River Bottom farm on Saturday. That's the hunt that we're bringing to you on today's episode. More on that in a second. I did bring the boys back out on Sunday on the 95-acre farm, and we had a good hunt, but with those 90-degree temps and movement being late, the bucks that we did see didn't quite make it into range. It was cool to see that big mature buck with all the history on that property. Just didn't quite get it done with him. So he's looking forward to December shotgun season when I can get him back out. As far as the Tony buck, 5 years of history, yet another river bottom buck that we've had 5 years of history with. And it's pretty crazy because we've been trying to kill him now for a few years. The first encounter with him was back in 2021 when Rye was an intern. Remember that, Rye? Yeah. Every year thereafter, we had at least one encounter with him in November. It was interesting to see his behavior patterns change over the years. We usually focused on trying to harvest him late season and just never quite got it done. And the interesting about this deer is, he's one of these ultra dominant bucks, huge body, and the size of the rack doesn't really matter, but when we're talking about bully bucks, as some people might describe them, but ultra dominant bucks, there's a couple of ways you try to pick those deer out. And I do think it's important to harvest these bucks. We've had a lot of success over the years, starting in 2020, 2021 or so. I shifted my focus to just all mature bucks. Once they're 5 or 6 years old, let's try to get them. And it led to quite an improvement in the hunting over the years. In my opinion, if you have bucks that are 5+ and they've got their area established, their dominant area, they keep all the other bucks out of there. And if you don't kill them, that's the buck you're gonna see every year. And so there was one year we actually harvested 6 bucks on the river farm. That was 2022, I believe. Bella killed 2, I killed 2, Rye killed 1, Rye's wife Abby killed 1. And we started to really see this big shift of other bucks moving in to fill that void. And I've continued that pattern where we've taken 2 or 3 bucks off the farm every year, all 5+. And it's been interesting to see how they shift around. That Tony buck has been on the list, kind of like the Stubbs buck, for a while now. And as I mentioned, we just had trouble getting him down, but he used to be on the south side of the farm. And then last year, he moved to the north side of the farm. We had that awesome encounter with him in the pinch. And last year was the first time he really seemed to be making a difference, pushing all the bucks out of there, and that was his home area. And you look at some of the bucks I harvested the previous years, it makes sense. You make a void, and these deer that are in the area, whoever is the most dominant is gonna fill in that space. So sometimes we identify these bucks through just observation, so through encounters. You see them wanting to fight every other deer, pinning their ears back, being really aggressive. The other way might be just on trail camera, right? So these bucks that just work every scrape, they really seem to, when they get into scrape, really tear stuff up on camera. You might be able to see them on camera with their ears pinned back, just these aggressive behaviors. I think there's a lot of benefit to trying to focus on harvesting these mature bucks that are ultra dominant, just to let those 3-year-olds stay around and let other bucks move in. It keeps the hunting very interesting. It keeps the farm super fun to be on every year because you never know what quite is going to be there that year. So I'm super proud of Tate. For all the ones of us that failed to get that deer down, he was able to make a great shot and get that awesome 7.5-year-old buck on the ground. Before I let you guys go today, I wanted to have a call for our prayer warriors out there. I haven't talked about this very much on the show this year, but my grandfather, Papa Tate, he was on the show back in 2018, shot his best buck ever. I have not had him back up to Iowa since then. We've applied a couple times, and he actually has a tag for late muzzleloader this year, and we're hoping he can make it. But he just turned 85 on October 5th, and as he would tell you, he's lived a long, happy life, and he's hunted and fished right up until this year. He was out for opening a squirrel here a couple days ago down in Louisiana. Unfortunately, he got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer back in April, and it's non-operable, non-curable, and he's been doing chemotherapy, and we've had a lot of family meetings and discussions about this whole process. Unfortunately, last week we got some news from MD Anderson that it's not really responding anymore to the chemotherapy, and thankfully at this point he's not suffering tremendously. He is still in good spirits, but we all understand the reality of this. And what I would just ask for you guys to keep me and my family in your thoughts and prayers, specifically my grandfather, prayers to keep his suffering at a minimum. And it's also would be great to pray for a miracle that this cancer disappears. But I just want him to live out the rest of his days without a lot of suffering in an ideal situation. And hopefully, if he can keep feeling well, then we can get him up here at Christmas time and get one last good Iowa buck on the ground. We are gonna get out to the tree after Apollo, heading into a little micro plot close to bedding. Hopefully tonight's the night. Conditions are awesome, high pressure, clear blue skies. If you guys are out hunting, good luck, be safe, and I hope you enjoy Tate's hunt for the Tony buck. Hey boys, what are we doing?
We're going hunting deer.
You guys excited?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, what bucks we going after?
I actually kind of Tony and we should watch every episode, the double episode of Midwest Whitetail. Don't forget to subscribe on Midwest Whitetail.
What bucks are we going after?
Tony and TT.
Tiki Barber. Tony. We got old Rye Dog.
What up?
What's up?
Long time no see. Are you boys ready?
Yeah, I'm getting
get it
Tony.
Done.
Yeah.
I'm getting
You're
Tony.
getting Tony?
I'm getting Tony.
I thought Tate was the first shooter. Though.
Yeah, he is.
Tate, you're shooting Tony.
Xander's wanting to shoot everything.
Shooting everything else.
I'm gonna take Tiki. Shoot him first.
Oh boy, all right. Anyway, we're out here.
But you want to shoot
88 degrees, the car says.
Yeah.
Strong south wind, Saturday, October 4th.
So Mike, we've got Tony, right?
Tony.
He was on the south plot last night.
I'm going.
What are we thinking?
I'm going anything.
Well, he was on the Merino plot last night and on the south plot. And I've been going back and forth about exactly where to sit. We have quite a few south wind setups, 3 that could work for the boys, but if we really want to kill Tony, the best spot's going to be either the Oxbow or the Merino plot, and I think based on where he was last on camera, our best bet's probably the Merino plot. The shots could potentially be a little longer there, which is not ideal, but I did mow like a trident into the 8 acres of beans, and then we drilled some wheat. The deer tend to walk those mowed lanes through the beans, and then they have some green there. The beans are, I'm sure, defoliated by now, huh?
Those were the greenest beans out there. So I bet you there's still some spots near the peninsula that are still green.
Being the forage beans, they last a little bit longer than what all the ag fields are looking like. But let's go get in there and see. Good luck, Ray.
Are you excited, Mike?
I am.
I'm
definitely excited. He's so funny. Well, we are all set up on the merino plot. 8 acres or so of beans. I came in, as I mentioned, and mowed this sort of trident or turkey foot into the beans. These forage beans they were chin high on me. There's still some green leaves down low on the plants, lots of pods obviously. We came in and I actually broadcasted some rut greens and overcast into the mowed portion, but we just didn't have any rain for like 6 weeks, and so the plants came up, they're very tiny, got browsed. So we came and we drilled some wheat a couple weeks ago, and the wheat's coming up nicely. Just wanted some green kind of right here, right in front of the blind, primarily for bow hunting, but also it helps the kids be able to see the whole body of the deer. And the deer like to walk these mowed lanes, so it's good. It's 88 degrees, strong south wind, about 15 miles per hour. As I mentioned, Tony on camera, he's our primary target. Got a couple other mature bucks out here that if they show up, we'll shoot. Their youth tag will be good throughout the entire year, so we'll continue buck hunting probably in a shotgun season, but we'll see if we can't get something down. They practiced a lot last night, shot really, really well. You guys are excited? What do you think, Tate?
So I want to explode any heart
Explode the heart
of a deer.
That's a good goal.
That's a good goal. Is there a particular buck you're hoping to shoot?
Nah. Just want to shoot any.
You're pretty happy to shoot one? Okay. And you didn't get a buck last year.
Yeah.
We hunted quite a bit. You were patient, you were being picky, and we ended up not getting one. Xander got the big 6. So you're up to bat first tonight. What did we see so far?
Well, 1.
A dozen turkeys?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. They were chasing grasshoppers. Let's get it done, boys. He's standing, that is called, what is that called? You probably don't know that. He's quartering away, right? So he's not perfectly broadside. I like that, that's good. You can go right between the 2 legs. He's just over there. Got another deer in this corner.
There was just a yellow flash up there.
You saw the flash? Oh yeah, because there's a deer walking in. And it's Tony. He's walking right. He's gonna, hopefully he turns on this. Comes towards us. Alright, he's on our lane here. Where's your earmuffs?
Down here. So crazy.
We'll get the little buckets off to her. See if I can try it. I may want to get a gun out the corner window. Hey, come here. Come on.
Running. Oh, Can you get Tony?
Did you see him like, he looked like he was hit pretty good.
You guys just shot a deer?
What deer? Not just a deer, what deer?
Tony.
Tony!
He got Tony.
The River Farm nemesis, I would say.
What is the
Come right here.
What is
A guy that we've been trying to get for a long time. We've had trouble.
It's 7:16.
Yeah, you shot him literally at the last 5 seconds.
Really?
Yes.
It was crazy, dude. I was looking at my phone.
We were about to say that you can't shoot anymore. And he picked up his head and he was standing in the middle of the beans where we couldn't, the kids can't get a shot because the beans are so tall. And he just, very fortunate the way he worked. Instead of walking along the back of the beans, he angled into like 110 yards or so. Looked like he made a great shot. I stayed on him. He ran to the edge of the beans. It looked like he went down at the edge of the beans. It looked like you made a great shot. You felt like you were solid on him?
Yeah.
You took your time. You really took your time. You did good.
Yeah, I was worried.
You were worried?
Yeah.
How did it look in the scope?
It looked good.
It looked good. Yeah.
His reaction looked really good on camera.
Yeah. I cannot believe it.
Dude,
I mean,
90 degrees.
90 degrees. He's what? He's at least a 7.5.
At least.
We decided this year that we'd try to get Tony in youth season. He's just super dominant buck in this area. He pushes all the bucks out of here. He works every scrape. And we designed some of these food plots this year for youth season to try to get him.
At the last 5 seconds.
The last 5 seconds.
It was actually the last 5 seconds?
Yes. Yes.
Dude, we were watching the clock.
Yes.
I was over here filming and watching the clock.
Watching the clock.
Last time, since we didn't eat that much carrots, I wouldn't eat that much carrots. But tonight I ate a lot of carrots. I ate carrots and
What?
His eyesight.
Hey,
The carrots. Come on, buddy.
You've been eating carrots, buddy.
yeah.
Tate, that is the #1 most wanted deer on the
The
farm
most
right there,
wanted
man.
deer.
We got Tony! They got Tony! Mm-hmm. I got
He's
Tony.
dancing.
I got Tony. I shot Tony.
You shot Tony? No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the River Farm nemesis.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's been about an hour since Tate shot. We think we saw him go down in the beans, weren't sure, so we just gave him plenty of time. Temps have cooled down nicely. We're gonna take up the track. Sometimes at 350 it's hard to find blood, but we're gonna basically walk down that mowed lane and see if we can't pick out where he was standing. It was about 110 yards, so I think he's laying in the beans. Hopefully we can find him pretty quickly. I mean, these beans, look at this. When they were totally leafed out, I came in here and they were like at my chin. It's crazy. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, nice. Look at this, oh my God. I mean, dude.
Whoa, bro. Crazy. Crazy.
And it's bleeding real heavy out of his left side, so we're gonna walk on the right side of that.
There he is! There he is! There he is! Tony!
Tony!
Oh, dang, it's huge.
Oh, you're all tangled up in him.
Yeah, I
What do you think?
am. Good.
What do you think?
Whoa.
Tate, nice job, buddy. Good job helping Zan. Look at the body on that thing. Yeah, did you follow that blood trail all by yourself? Pretty awesome that you and Xander were able to follow that blood. We joke about the 350 Legends sometimes not leaving a good blood trail. That was not the case here. It's a red carpet, and he made it. He fell right where I thought we saw him drop, and the boys were able to follow it just fine. What do you think about Fat Tony?
I can't believe that when I shot him, blood flew out like crazy.
Yeah, very good blood trail. Nice shooting too. All that practice paid off, and you got yet another big mature buck down on the River Farm. So it was a couple years ago when Tate shot daggers in January, and then Tate didn't get a buck last year. He made 4 or 5 hunts, tried quite a bit, was patient, And then this year, one of our primary goals was Tony. We have 5 years of history with this deer. Ryan and I started making history with him in 21. I bought this piece of the river farm in 2020. And 21, we started filming him in the Central Timber, and we've had encounters with him every single year. Last year was the first time he really moved to the north. You know, I've taken a few good bucks out of this place, and he kind of shifted his range more north. And he was in the pinch when Gavin and I encountered him. And he really seemed to take over the whole entire farm last year. In fact, we were sort of hypothesizing that he had pushed Moss out of here, and he and Moss were on that camera, trail camera, that same night, right at the same time when it was the last series of pictures of Moss. So we've kind of joked that maybe he gored him and got him. It's hard to know for sure, but he was extremely dominant last year. And then he ended up shedding early. We really wanted to get him late season, and then we never did encounter him. So this year I said, you know what we need to do? We need to get in here and try to get him in youth. And Bella actually made 4 sits for him, but unfortunately never saw him. And today and tomorrow are the last days. And here we are in 88-degree weather, 3 deer in the plot right at last light, and one of them's him, and Tate made a great shot. It's pretty crazy. I came out here late summer to look at this plot, see how it was doing, and the beans were chest high on me, so I immediately thought this isn't gonna work, the kids aren't gonna be able to shoot. These monster buck forage beans, obviously that's what they're meant to do, is put on a ton of forage and pods, and they're great for late season, especially with the deer density we have here. But I came in with the 15-foot bat wing and mowed this trident into the beans, and then we drilled some wheat, and it worked to a T. I mean, he comes out, we can lay eyes on him, you can just see his head moving through, and then once he gets in one of those lanes, we're able to stop him where Tate can see the whole body and make a great shot on him. I mean, put it right where you need to on a quarter-away buck, and he didn't make it, what, 60 yards or so. Well, it's pretty awesome to have 3 mature bucks down here in youth season, 2 on the home farm, 1 on the river bottom farm. We've got a big cold front coming in 2 days across the Midwest. We're all super excited to get in the tree with bow in hand. Hopefully we can get Xander a buck tomorrow night, but if not, we'll be getting one later in the season for sure. And it just couldn't be a better way to kick off 2025 with how it started so far. As always, we really appreciate you guys watching.
Thanks for watching Midwest Whitetail.
Nice.
Not on. It's not on.
We're almost ready.
It's not on.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Ninja. Can actually see everything. I'm like a ninja.
All right, let's take our picture.